This weekend is the 2019 New York Toy Fair! It's going to be cold. I need a new sweatshirt. I love sweatshirts, and I just bought a Paint Splatter sweatshirt. So let's make one for our Froggy Fresh doll using a t-shirt. I downloaded our sweatshirt hoodie pattern from our blog, cut it out, place it onto the fabric, cut it out, and maybe we can add a small pocket onto the front. Cut a rectangle. This is about 2 inches by 2 1/4. Lay it so the good side is facing down. Fold over the top corners, then fold over the sides. Iron it flat, and remember to always have adult supervision when crafting. Sew a straight stitch along the edge by hand or using a sewing machine. Trim off the excess. Fold over the top just a little, then decide where you want it to go on the front of the shirt. Keep in mind that we will have a hem at the bottom, so you don't want the pocket to be too low. I trimmed off the excess, carefully flip it over so that the part we initially folded over doesn't move. Sew a straight line across, flip it back over, and you'll see that it is attached at the top. Sew it down on the lower sides with the good side facing up. Take the cuffs, line up the raw edges, sew a straight line, pulling the cuff fabric just a little. Trim off the excess. It should have a little bit of a gather. Repeat on the other side with the good side facing up. Fold it in half, lining up the raw edges. I use pins to hold it in place. Sew a straight line from the cuff all the way to the bottom, making the sleeves and sides of the sweatshirt. Open it so the good side is facing up. Take the same trim that we use for the cuff, line up the raw edges with the bottom of the sweatshirt, sew it on, pulling the trim slightly. Take the cutout for the hood, flip it inside out so the good side is on the inside. Sew along the curve and stop. Open it up and hem the edge. The front of my hood is already hemmed because I used the bottom hem of the shirt. Flip the sleeves inside out. Take the hood, this is the back of the hood and this is the front of the hood. Take the back end and line it up with the back of the sweatshirt. Now we're going to flip it over so good side is facing good side. Line up the raw edges and sew a straight stitch. And I just went straight across the little hook on the hood. On the other side, fold it over and hem it so we'll have a clean edge for the velcro. Take the other end of the hood, find the back corner, and line it up with the back of the shirt. Match up the raw edges and take the end and allow it to overlap the other side of the hood. Sew a straight line. Then when I flip it over, I'll have a nice, neat hood. Add velcro to the back to make our sweatshirt hoodie. We made some in white without the pocket for a little variety. Place each one on a piece of cardboard. Take a piece of paper, place the shirt on the paper for a protected surface. Put paint on the brush, then take another brush and tap it. Concentrating most of the color near the top, let's add some blue, orange, then yellow, green, and a little more pink. Then allow it to dry. I'm glad I made more than one because my second one came out even better. While waiting, let's make a mini toy fair by recycling the back of doll boxes. At Toy Fair, you see a lot of different brands with booths displaying their toys. So we're going to use the back of a doll's box to make the booth. Cut and glue a piece of foam board on for the floor to give our wall a little stability. Glue another square foam board onto the side. Add another piece in front. Cut an L shape. Glue it on for a counter to make the booth. To look like it's filled with dolls, I'm using the back of a Barbie Fashionista box. Cut out the picture of the dolls. Glue it onto the back wall. Add strips of paper for trim. Take leftovers and cut them out to look like dolls on the counter. Place a doll in the booth for a Barbie Fashionista display. I made one for the Fresh dolls using Wave 1 cutouts and the mini doll boxes that we made in our Fresh doll haul video. We'll let Victoria manage the counter. I found a Monster High box and made a display. We can load the counter with the Monster High Mega Bloks minifigures, which work perfectly for mini dolls. I'm going to put our made-to-move superstar behind the counter to make our mini toy fair. By now, our sweatshirts should be dry, and I am ready for toy fair. Oh, I love it! Got a lot of colors going on. I used acrylic paint because it dries faster, and you're going to want a satin or gloss finish so it's a little more flexible. Of course, you could use fabric paint, it just has a longer drying time. Thank you for joining us while we got our Froggy Fresh doll ready for the New York Toy Fair 2019. Be sure to tune in all week long at My Froggy Stuff so we can show you what's new in the toy world. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at My Froggy Stuff and the Frog Vlog.
And you're done. Happy crafting!
We want to give a shout out to Kata Jane. What's up? Toy fair is like a dream. Toys over here, toys over there. That one looks strangely familiar. There are toys everywhere. Too many toys. Ah.